Hi, good evening. I'm Dr. Alka Kalra, an educational psychologist licensed from Community Development Authority. And today we are talking about how can you deal with rejection in life. Tell me honestly, when did you face your last rejection? Rejection for a job? Rejection from your boss? Rejection in your personal life? Rejection can be in any field. Think about it. The last time you faced rejection in your life. And how did you feel? Worthless? Good for nothing? Low? Teary eyes? Broken heart? What else? Let us be honest. Okay, tell me, how many times in life you wanted something and you literally asked for it? And did you get it 100% of the time? I'm sure not always. So rejection is something which we all have faced in our life. But how do we deal with it? And what do we do about it is a very, very important question. And teaching and dealing with rejection is certainly a personal choice. People can reject you in relationship, reject you for jobs, reject you for various things in your life. But how do you respond to rejection is purely in your hand. Let me tell you, does rejection really defines you? Of course not. Your rejection is not you. Your rejection is because of the perception of another person in your life. He or she perceives you and rejects you. That's not your viewpoint. Your viewpoint actually defines how do you deal with your own life. Let me tell you, friends, that when you face rejection, don't look at the negative side. Your rejection should lead to psychological projection. What is psychological projection? Let's understand. 17th June 1893, South Africa, Mahatma Gandhi was thrown out of the first class railway compartment despite of having a ticket for that journey because of the prejudice against black. And he was told that he cannot sit in a first class. What did he do? Sat down and cried? Fought with that person out there? No. The concept of psychological projection is fight it out. Bounce back. Not only with one little person or a small energy, but multiplied energy. And believe it, it is this easy. Satyagraha actually initiated in his mind on that platform. And he said, boss, you have thrown me out of your train. I will throw you out of my own country. And that is called psychological projection. If somebody throws you out or if somebody rejects you, let me tell you, friends, teary eyes will actually fade away the recognition of next opportunity because your eyes are full of tears. Where can you see ahead? You will actually lose further opportunities. The one who are successful in life are the one who know how to deal with rejection. If somebody say you don't look good, if somebody says you're too fat, if somebody rejects you for not being intelligent, do you think that person defines you? Take a message from there and bounce back with all your energy because rejection is external, but perception of rejection is internal. How do you perceive it? So when you take it as a failure, you are a failure. Don't take your rejections in life as failures, but re-educate yourself, train yourself and bounce back with not double but multiple times the energy. Now let me tell you over here, when we talk about rejection, we really get nervous and we think that we are good for nothing, and that is why in relationship or in anything we have got a rejection. Don't look for approvals of others. Others' approvals will not define you. The moment you keep it external, you will suffer. But you should have the confidence in yourself, whoever you are. The self-confidence will make you more courageous and will make you bold to face these kind of rejections. So perceive yourself in most positive and keep giving yourself positive messages on everyday basis. John Com was actually the person who was rejected by Facebook, and he was the one who created WhatsApp. Eventually, he sold his own WhatsApp to them for billions of dollars, because when he was rejected from a job, if he had got that job, probably he would not have even created WhatsApp. So whatever God does in our life, it is with a purpose. Don't take failure as a failure, but take failure as a stepping stone. And when you take it as a stepping stone, then the life around you is different, because it is you who give meaning. If you associate a negative meaning to it, the life is going to be different. But when you associate a positive meaning to it, life is going to be very different. So please make sure that rejection is totally your perception of the situation. Your perception of the situation defines how do you take care of your personal self. Let me tell you, friends, that teary eyes and emotional bleeding will not give you any positive results. If you get into depressive state of mind, if you get into worries and stresses, then you have already started bleeding emotionally. You will have options like suicide, being on drugs, have sleepless nights. Is that what you're looking for in life? Rejection is somebody else's perception of yourself. Don't let that conscious self process it to your subconscious. Don't sit down with a depressive state of mind. Never allow somebody else's perception impact you for a very long time and then turn you into a failure. Your perception, even if you are a small person, but when you perceive yourself as a strong person, the world will salute to you. It is your life. So let's recap quickly and understand that perception of rejection is internal, not external. Rejection in life, rejection in job, rejection in relationships, rejection anywhere in the world is external. Please make sure, don't let your conscious mind process the negative emotions to your subconscious mind. When the rejection comes, redefine it and bounce back with a psychological projection. Life is going to be different. Enjoy every bit of it. Believe it. You need to bounce back like the way Mahatma Gandhi did. You need to honor something in you. You define yourself. Your rejection, it does not take place, pointlessly by anyone. You define. Never put yourself into a corner and start doing emotional bleeding and asking yourself, why me? Somebody dumped on you, your relationship, nobody wants you. Make yourself charming enough, attractive enough, gorgeous enough in terms of positive self-concept. Sorry. When you have positive self-concept, when you have high self-esteem, your external looks would not matter. Rejections from the world is your perception. As far as you're positive about it, life is fun. You can turn yourself into anything you choose to. Keep giving yourself positive message. I am good. I know it. Nobody can penetrate in and hurt me without my own permission. So nobody can make you feel inferior unless you allow that person to make you feel inferior. So face your rejections with more positivity and enjoy positive life. Let's see the feedback. Joel is saying that Joel is very happy. Well, very, very well done, Joel. Excellent. We have, she says, exactly. Failure is the stepping stone to success. Mr. Naveen is very happy and is saying, this is what we believe in. Jimmy says, thank you very much, Dr. Alka. Your words matter a lot. Amar says, this is amazing. Yashashvi says, it is great. Thank you very much, because as far as you believe that you are strong enough, this is how you project yourself to the world. There is no harm in taking the message from your rejection. Incorporate it into yourself, but that does not mean that you have emotional bleeding or you have teary eyes. Because when you have emotional bleeding, that means that you've gone into a negative domain. You've got into something where you are not able to see the opportunities. So please, whenever somebody rejects you, you need to bounce back, and bounce back with psychological projection, and make sure you need to take protection of your inner self. Protection means having the suicidal thoughts, thinking about drugs, having emotional bleeding is not the response to rejection. Rejection can have more powerful responses. Come on, Mahatma Gandhi ji is the living example. We know how did he fight. It wasn't an easy journey, but he took a message. It took him time. He planned it out and then he executed it. So plan out when somebody rejects you. Be relaxed. When you are relaxed, then your brain works to its best. And when you work it to its best, you actually enjoy the best possible results. And let me tell you, it is no one else's perception but your own personal perception which determines your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and that makes you bold. Bounce back with all positivity. Enjoy happy, powerful life. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for being a part of this session.